Well, let's jump into it. Let's look at the draft as we continue this lovely conversation, talking about how OG is the best team in the world and how much we like them and how sad NA Dota is. Right? I wore this NA Dota shirt for the sense of pride to support our boys.
Unfortunate.
I don't want to be left sad today, gentlemen.
You know, when you brought that out, I thought it was only for EG. This gets me every time. Newbee being NA.
You know, I even had that moment when I was tweeting about the match earlier. It's still Newbee CN on Twitter.
Yeah. Right.
That throws you for a loop.
All right, well, there's the IO ban.
I like what you said about teamfight, though. It feels like the teams that match up at least decently against OG or have, you know, a better chance are very good at TPing to shrines and getting numbers advantage, or at least matching when EG like smoke up to their high ground.
Yep.
They like react much faster with more heroes.
OG has better teamfight in a way where their lanes aren't trash. Right, like the Omni Knight is great at team fighting. He's a strong laner, but he struggles in the catch department, of course. But Bristleback kind of, you know, he fixes that in a way. Just runs in.
They also fix problems in certain timings with like ridiculous map positions where Thompson is literally just completely on his own bot against 3 heroes. Nobody's anywhere near him, so that way they can, you know, get a couple of items on their other heroes.
Yeah, you're like, why is Thompson between tier 3, tier 2
right,
bot,
right.
1v3ing, and then,
I mean,
then he dies, and it's like Ags has been purchased on IO. And
it's
you're
like,
oh, right.
It's like silly and ridiculous, but it's actually really good. It's
all
like,
right, so we all love OG. Biggest OG fans ever, apparently, here on the panel.
Yep.
But what do you think is going to change? Like Enchantress, all right. This hero's obviously
I forget, did you
highly
say she's
contested.
overrated or underrated, Brad?
I personally think she's overrated.
Okay.
But that's just my opinion. I'm sure many people disagree.
And is that because you feel like she has counters, or she just doesn't do as much damage as perceived, or what's the weakness?
I think the gameplay is very one-dimensional when it comes to Enchantress. You need to be able to take the tower sitting in front of you, and if you can't for whatever reason, then you're going to just struggle to progress the game and get out farmed, really hit this timing where you just can't do anything. You're not going to have the items necessary to fight.
I feel like Enchantress is the type of hero that can, like you said, if you can't take the towers, then you can delay the game by just sitting in front of your own towers. So I think if you pick a really good late game with Enchantress, then it's an extremely good hero. But so I think it just depends on the team. I really do feel like this hero's pretty nice.
She hits these like different power spikes, right? Like in the lane, she is crazy high impact. Then, you know, lanes break up, people start walking away from you, people start farming in different areas, and it's like, well, I'm just going to sit here and auto-attack these creeps for the next 20 seconds, push the lane in, then maybe I can leave.
It's really good at deterring picks, though, right? Like, it deters Warlock and Grimstroke picks because you can dispel, like, Inkswell and Shadow Word, right?
Yeah, anything that works based off of buffs is just awful against
Yep.
Enchantress. People think Ursa's a counter. It is not a
Just
counter.
dispel overpower.
Enchantress is a counter to Ursa. You kite the Ursa. You can slow him when he's ulted. Like it just doesn't work like that.
Yep. This actually, I think, is one of the best responses to Enchantress. She doesn't push fast, meaning you're not going to get extremely pressured as the Magnus. Yes, the lane will be hard for your carry, but if it's a carry that can kind of hold the zone until Enchantress is level 6-ish, you know, clear the waves, Jug can spin TP. As long as you kill the siege creep at the 5-minute mark against Enchantress, she loses a lot of the pushing power. And Mag Jug, you're going to have so much free time to just farm and push out the lanes where Enchantress can't really punish you too hard.
Also, Jug is one of the few heroes that does okay. Like, you have some kill threat on the Enchantress if you get a support that's pretty decent with it. Something
Has
that
a
stun and also a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
Nuke damage in particular is good. So something like an Oracle Jug is really good. Crystal Maiden Jug is pretty decent. It was better when Enchantress is like played around the creeps because the Frostbite would kill the creeps as well. But
It's
Oracle Jug.
decent in the lane, but it's usually not enough, right? Like the Enchantress might die once or something, but still come back.
Right,
and
right.
once she levels up, then it's not happening. But the Jug has the threat later on.
It does
right?
it does let you like rotate on her too. And if you can get like a level advantage, you rotate on her and like
That's
kill her
true.
when the siege wave is there, and then kill the siege wave. Like you said, I think the Enchantress's entire like first 10-15 minutes are dictated completely by where siege creeps are. You're either responding to siege creeps and standing in front of a tower, or you are taking a tower with the siege creep. That's about it.
This is another theory-crafted counter. You know, you could living armor the tower and prevent this Enchantress from ever taking the first tier 1.
And it keeps them flexible. Like, both Tree and Magnus are 3 or 4 for OG. 7, Jirax are very overlapped with those two heroes.
Yeah, they actually overlap with a lot of heroes like this.
I feel like if you get some sort of tower taker with Enchantress, then it could be really good. Like if you get like a Leshrac, something like that. The only thing I'd be worried about is like the Enchantress lane, Enchantress Leshrac. I guess you have the slow to set up, which is okay, and you've Shadow Demon.
It's an awkward combo too. Right?
It's a weird combo. It's a weird.
SD's a real nice pick though, right? Because you've got Disruption to save your main target from RP, but you can also dispel Empower on Jug.
Yep.
With Demonic Purge, right?
Yeah, even through spin.
Yeah.
people's eyes light up when Magnus lands like a big RP and you're ready to Omni Slash with the Empower on top of it.
Disrupt.
Then, disrupt, purge, all the damage is gone.
5 seconds remaining.
I really like the way Z-Freak framed Juggernaut yesterday. He said, in a vacuum, this carry is pretty underwhelming, but if you have buffs like
steroid.
Bloodlust and Empower, he's strikingly good.
That's a good point.
It feels that way with any kind of innate crit hero, right? PA is the same. You
That's-
give them some kind of steroid, and all of
Yep.
a sudden that crit gets,
Yeah.
It takes them to,
exponential
like, the
returns,
next level,
basically.
right?
Yeah.
I think PA is pretty analogous there for sure.
I really like the Earthshaker with Enchantress because Enchant kind of wants solo XP because if she can get level 6, she just pushes whoever out of lane, takes towers.
Yep.
So Earthshaker can just kind of fissure the wave and pull the wave back for Enchantress, and then that lets Earthshaker also roam to the mid lane possibly, which would be, or go to the tri lane as well. Like it frees up both their games because you have this hero that wants to be solo and you have this hero that also wants to roam with Fissure.
Yeah, they both complement each other extremely nicely.
Yep. And then Earthshaker has a lot of stuns, and Enchantress is an offlaner who completely lacks Disable. Well, not completely, but no hard stuns.
Do they still flip Ench between like MSS and snaking, or is this a 3 Ench? Should we?
They could.
We
I've
sold
seen
on it.
I've seen a few people do that. I don't know if Newbee. I don't know if
some
Newbee.
support edge, but this looks like
A 3 Ench.
committed to the offlane.
Usually
Okay.
it's 5 inch when you flip it.
Yep. Yeah, the 5 inch is actually a weird one because she takes the big creeps and sits there and zones the offlaner, gets a pretty early 6.
You actually have 2 Empower dispels, right? Demonic Purge and Enchant.
Enchant.
Yeah.
The nice thing about the Shadow Demon is you can never reapply it while it's on it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
The purge is over and over.
Constant effect.
That is the most annoying change actually, like the Shadow Demon
Yeah.
Purge.
Trying to
It's-
press
You can't
the
use
rules.
yourself.
It's
the most
impossible.
annoying
It's
thing.
impossible to play Necrophos versus that hero.
Oh.
Yep.
There's nothing. There's nothing
Hard
you can do.
counted.
There's some heroes like that that just break the game.
I'm going to become a Shadow Demon spammer after this tournament, I think.
5 seconds
Inspired.
remaining.
It's good. I think it's really good.
I'll have one day to spam it before WoW Classic comes out.
I really like Grim with heroes like Mag and Centaur. Like they don't necessarily need single target stuns. Just holding 2 people together so you can land like at least a 2-man or a RP or Stomp or something is really nice.
True. It's
Right,
really
just-
nice
That's
setup.
all you need.
Yeah.
It's interesting that Grimstroke's getting more love now. I feel like he was pretty ignored the first couple days of games we saw, and so far today, Grimstroke's been top of the charts.
This hero has been getting nerfed since its inception.
Yeah,
And it's still
only nerfed actually.
It's still good.
He's just a conceptually good hero.
The idea of just having double of a spell.
And now his Aghanims is pretty sick.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that is one of the best in terms of support scaling towards the late game. I mean, Warlock's up there. We talked about that yesterday, but Grimstroke now is pretty top tier.
Yeah.
Like if you think about Oracle having like all of the defensive skill set, it feels like Grimstroke has all of the offensive skill set as a support hero. Like he just has all of the abilities you need. He's got like wave clear, he's got catch, silence, stun.
Oh yeah, actually that's definitely a really great element of Grimstroke is the ability to just sit in a lane and
And wave
constantly
clear, right?
shove it out
Yeah.
with no threat of getting killed.
Interesting they banned Zeus. Great hero against Enchantress. Also pretty good against Earthshaker. Stops Blink Daggers.
Thompson hero.
And a Thompson hero. So fair ban.
10
Ember Spirit's quite nice. They have very little disables, helps break the tree armor, but doesn't do very much damage.
Oh,
Monkey King.
The Monkey
Ooh.
King.
This is the most Thompson hero.
oh, that sure is.
You know, this was the hero he was most famous for when he was just starting to break into
And
competitive.
is that the new cosmetic?
That is.
That is the
Oh,
new
boyos,
cosmetic.
we are in for a real treat here.
Fancy, fancy.
Shiny golden dragons.
Oh, yeah. So have you guys seen the animation for this, by
Yeah.
the way?
Looks
Oh, it's
amazing.
cool.
I think we looked at it at the final closer after it came out on day 1. It's pretty sweet.
My
Dragons roaming around the ring.
My only complaint is his ult already broke the game, and now there's dragons flying around. It's going to break the game even more.
Is
Ember-
it
Ember-
worse? Have you seen it in a game yet? Does it still have the same frame drops? I thought maybe it would be an improvement. This was their way of fixing it, so you could buy
Yeah,
your way.
maybe the cosmetic stops the
Pay to
lag
win.
altogether. That,
Actually,
I mean,
that's pay to lose.
well,
although technically
Depends, I
speaking,
guess.
yeah, you're right. That is pay to lose. Oh shit.
Yeah. Because when you drop the ult, you're cool with everything lagging. Like you want
it's
people to
true.
lag, even if you have
Sit
to
in my
lag
ult
as well.
longer.
Yeah.
Okay, I take it all back.
Yeah.
I was on the wrong side of the curtain for that one. Okay, so here we go. Game 2. This is upper bracket. OG Newbee. No elimination here, but winner of this one secured pretty darn far into the tournament.
You want to start with the Quelling Blade because he's against the tree.
Oh, nice.
He's gonna QB all of the trees.
How do you play Ember versus Monkey?
You don't?
You don't, right?
That's like a hard
It-
counter
I mean,
matchup,
it is-
isn't
Oh,
it?
never mind.
is-
He is. it
It's
looks
actually a skilled matchup.
Oh,
the,
is it?
Yeah, the monkey can lose in the early levels to Ember.
Oh.
If you mess up, you can die to him.
That is true. I have heard that.
It gets
So
worse
what's
as
the
levels
break
go
point?
up,
Like
though.
level 3 is when Monkey King just completely shuts it down?
I would say about level 4-ish, level 4 or 5.
You do have like a slight swing back when Ember hits 6. Like you can go for solo kills as well the other way.
Right.
Yep.
Honestly, the fact that Ember remnants destroy trees makes Ember very good against Monkey King. You can he jumps, you just throw a bunch of remnants in the trees and
Even made better with the Aghanim's. You can do it faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You can also check them too with the sleight of fist. But
Yep, true.
it is a matchup where if the Ember is better than Monkey, Ember can actually win. And Snowball, because with the level 6, any gank and Monkey's going to feed.
It's definitely Monkey favorite.
That's
It is
interesting.
Monkey
I actually
favorite
thought
for
you were
sure.
joking when you said that at first, Brax, but it really is a skill matchup to that
Yeah,
degree?
it actually is a skill matchup.
Okay.
At level 3, Ember can kill Monkey.
What's that Radiant Ward in their own jungle for?
This one.
Yeah.
Can press Alt to see if it's blocking the creep camp. It is not.
Cast off the
Okay.
lines. We embark
They wanna
for
see
battle.
if,
Scouting lane rotations, possibly.
From OG.
Wait,
Scouting those fat
that doesn't
treant
make, like,
rotations?
You can't
Doesn't
see
make
it.
any
It's to
sense,
see if there's any sort of creep dragging shenanigans going on because
Oh.
the trees are going to get eaten, right?
Sure.
All the trees will be quelling bladed down here.
True.
What they would probably do
I'm
is
still a little confused by that,
And
actually.
then SD chase, like SD can always disrupt.
exactly. He
Yeah.
can save his skill point and see what he wants to get. It's more common against the heroes that actually cut creeps.
Axe, Centaur.
Yeah, but these guys can still drag the creeps behind the tower and go for all that.
Topson, where's your Orb of Venom?
I'm 100% sure that
So sad.
CCNC has played this matchup like at least 20 times.
Definitely. Many, many times.
Look at him trading hits as well.
Yeah.
Like he knows he's going to take the damage. May as well get some back in on him.
Yep.
He knows that if he just lets Thompson bully him, though, he's going to lose the lane. Like
Well, he does this so he can push the lane first, get level 2, and then now he has a chance to bully him on a larger creep wave.
Yeah.
You see he has the self, he can use it once the creep wave pushes in, and you can dive the monkey with your second flame guard. That's why you want to drag the creeps into your tower over and over in this matchup, so you can play for the higher leveled play. Because he's going to be stuck at level 1 for like 2 creeps, and if he actually gets a bit lower, then you can kill him. So this is how you make the lane swing back and forth in a less favorable matchup, so you can try to outplay them on the creep wave, but
It's like micro timings, right?
yeah, exactly. You get like this small window where you're stronger for 10 seconds, then it switches back. Then you hit level 3 tiny bit faster. But it's all very calculated and difficult.
Come on, hit me a
to
4th time.
play
Co-
around.
Come on.
Yep.
All right.
He was trying to get the last hit.
See, now it's real bad because this wave's going to be closer to. Actually, it's not bad. It's ping-ponging back in between the towers, so you're not really getting pressured.
Can he hold it on his ramp off this range creep?
No, not really. It's
This,
going to
this
sink
is
here,
the
but
this is the funny thing about mid is that because it ping pongs between the towers and because you have the jungle to work with as well, there really aren't like extremely hard counters.
I was going to say mid matchups typically nowadays don't get that bad. They never get so bad that they're just unplayable.
Yeah, side lanes though,
Yep, that's bad.
It feels like
you
it's
have
more
to rotate.
Like
You
it's
have
more risky to go for solo kills now because of this kind of shit, where MSS just rotates in.
Some decent lifesteal off of it, though. Thompson trying to double back the other way. It's going to be close. This Monkey King actually
God.
sustains? No.
No way.
2
What?
seconds, 2 seconds.
There it is.
There it is. Brax knew the whole time.
Very nice.
In flame.
Yeah, you see, that's like the lane came back in a position where Monkey is, in theory, supposed to dominate the lane, right? And then the gank rolls it, and all of a sudden, you know, it's pretty even.
I've
Mid
actually
lane
seen
is
so
sad.
many. I've seen so many Monkey Kings feed this matchup lately.
Teams are so good at what, like TP rotating or just bringing an Earthshaker.
Oh, I
like
mean,
level 2, level 3.
I mean in pubs. It's kind of
It's
like,
like in a
a
1v1.
yeah, it's just kind of a thing. People are like, yo, this is not as bad as it seems.
They'll get bad soon.
Yeah,
At some point, the Ember will not want to stand in front of him and just go jungle.
but then he can jungle.
run around.
That's the thing with Embers. It's really nice. I know we're focusing a lot on the mid matchup, but it is really nice playing Ember Spirit against a counter because you can just rotate or just feed.
Or die.
Okay.
Dobson's back.
You picked the wrong
Man, even with
side,
replays, the caster curse is real.
And this time there was no Earthshaker, so
Now it's actually real bad because
Oh,
the
yeah.
lane's going to be on his hill, too. So,
OG out-farming everybody, like by a good 30% across the board.
What's going on with this Enchantress?
Why is she 8-2?
well, she is basically solo, right? You were not going to be able to deny Jug from getting creeps just because of the Quelling Blade. He can sit here and hold the wave while the camp gets pulled, zone him off a bit. It's not the easiest thing in the world.
Oh, Jug Group Stroke, right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is a nasty one.
Snaking.
But then,
Will actually survive.
then again,
Guys,
this is
forget what hero
Enchantress.
this is? Yeah.
Level 1 attendance, that's all you need.
But yeah, still. Even just in the 2v1, like Jug is not going to get pushed out by the Enchant
What's
yet.
happening bot lane?
Can you guys think of any dual lane that has more kill threat than Jug Grimstroke?
empowers me.
Ursa Shadow
Anything
Shaman.
off the top of your head? Ursa Shadow Shaman? You need a few
Doom
levels.
Grimstroke.
I think Jug Grimstroke's probably... It's up there, though. It's just such a hard lane to lane into. Like I feel like you.
Ursa Grimstroke is
Yeah.
also pretty good.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking like Sven Lina, Sven Lesh, but I think even like Grimstroke
I
beats
think
them
I think
out.
Jug Grimstroke just has too much
David, can we
damage.
jump back 10 or 20 seconds and see the setup for that mid? I just want to see how it started and what the setup looked like. So CCNC with a double damage rune on.
Double damage.
Thompson comes up, knows his limits, gets a little bit low, but gets the Jingu, gets the
Wow.
lifesteal, and CCNC just gets schoolboyed.
Very nice.
So they just traded until either one of them was gonna die.
And I see why Quinn was confident there with the double damage rune, but damn.
Yeah. Thompson knows this hero.
Thompson makes these crazy plays where it's like, dude, he was so close to dying there, and you want to say, wow, that was a really lucky play, but he does it consistently every single game.
Exactly. At some point, it's not luck.
I know, exactly.
You know, it's just
But I also don't believe that he has it calculated for every single last hit
maybe
in
just,
every scenario. I mean, what is he? Is he human? This is ridiculous.
maybe just want to see what happens.
He just has giant balls, man. He just doesn't care.
Just fearless?
He
Guys,
just
I might
scares
see,
people.
but
It's like this guy doesn't care about
Careful,
anything.
dude. Black's listening. He's going to get really upset if you confuse bravery with feeding. He was complaining about that yesterday. He hates it when casters commend like an Earth Spirit for diving in and feeding. Like, he's so brave. That was such a brave dive that he took there. What a noble initiation from the Earth Spirit. Black's going to call it like he sees it. Feeder.
feeder. It's a harsh word.
Black's a harsh guy. No tail in trouble. Be a freebie over for CCNC. A little pick me up there. It's 3-3 in hero kills, but definitely OG with the control right now.
So you guys think this
Damn, no
first pick
boots.
Enchantress is paying dividends yet?
Oh come on, it's OG. Like I really feel like there's
Well, I just mean the
but
strategy
To
behind it.
Jenkins' point, wouldn't most off laners be just doing nothing right now? She's at least like kind of relevant in the lane.
Kind of, but like it's at a cost of a hero that doesn't really team fight. Like she brings damage, but there's no real utility. That's my big issue. Like these heroes that basically are carry heroes, they're playing to win the lane and be strong at that stage of the game.
What if her Ags made untouchable AoE?
Stop it.
You should balance the game.
Now we're talking. Now we're in the money.
Yeah, I think Enchantress does need some buffs here, right?
I mean, I always see Ent as like a bullying hero. Like with a +1, you can harass the enemy safely, and you can stop them from farming,
Right,
and
but
you
that's,
scale with them, right?
That's not really the strategy behind this one, right?
But
Like,
she's been left alone. She's in a solo lane, but that's because
Exactly.
they're scrambling to defend their other two lanes.
I mean, there's not really pressure in this bottom Sven lane, right? This is a free farm lane for Sven against the Magnus.
Thompson, so brave here, gets the lifesteal again. CCNC on the run, but stun from Sven. Yawar's made the rotation. Thompson now getting very low, trying to find a spot in the trees. He's going to cut off CCNC. No, he doubles
get
back the
me
other way.
out.
It's a brilliant juke, and he
He has
lives.
Mischief as well. Like he was holding Mischief for the longest time.
They wait and they're thinking he's going to hop on a tree and nope. Walks out.
Drops the loser spray.
Yeah.
Right, if it just hurt.
What a very appropriate line.
So good.
Fortification can save them.
So Ent is trying to push with the catapult wave, and Trian just comes and bodyguards the tower.
Yeah. Kind of drag.
Like they just face tank the Ent with their two supports. Like if No Tail dies, it's like whatever. We'll deny the
They're
tower.
playing really well around this.
Or maybe not.
I mean, I don't know, Brax. This Enchantress seems okay to me. Like, he got a tower at 7
No,
minutes.
She's not doing awfully. It's just like, I'm not talking about the Enchantress' performance individually. I'm
You're
saying
talking about the strategy of picking her first.
I'm talking about the strategy to pick
You're-
Enchantress with the idea of the Shaker, because the Shaker is going to roam and leave the
Just to
Enchantress
be
solo.
fully clear, you're not saying Enchantress is bad. You're saying Enchantress is overrated.
I'm not saying either of those things.
What are you saying?
In this game, what is
English-
the Enchantress doing?
English is hard, really hard. I'm saying, like, what do you guys think of the strategy to leave Enchantress solo against this lane? Because traditionally, as Gary said, she's picked to pressure the lane and really bully the lane, right? But once the Shaker leaves, that's never actually going to happen. She did take the tower, but the Jug is completely free-farmed. Doesn't actually care that he lost this tower because he has a Magnus, so he's going to farm the
He's
jungle
free farm
anyways.
for now, but then when 10 minutes comes out, the tomes will be there, and then they're going to go kick his ass.
It's just like, is it enough? You're not actually stopping the guy in front of you from farming.
That I'm not sure about.
I mean, I really love Enchantress when you're in a situation where maybe you've got like 2 utility cores or like 1 hard carry and a utility core, and you need the additional damage from somewhere. Entra's great at being that additional damage dealing core. But you already have Sven and Ember. Did you need another damage dealer?
Thompson a little
I
sad right now.
I think she's doing a pretty solid job in this game. Just making space. I mean, that's
Drawing attention top.
It's a pretty off-laner thing to be doing. It's not bad.
Frax is still shaking his head.
Even Earthshaker
I'm just trying to figure out how to
I think you said during the
explain
draft
this
it's overrated. I don't think that's like a bold claim. You don't need to.
It's not about that, though. That's not what I'm trying to get at.
It's in context with the Earthshaker.
Yeah,
the fact that
I'm-
Earthshaker is roaming around, you know he's going to do that. Ench doesn't have any options but to be solo.
I'm talking about the strategy of where they use their resources. Like, the Earthshaker went to the bottom lane to give Sven, like, an extra 2 minutes in the lane, but they still lost the lane in the tower anyways, even though the Earthshaker rotated down. Like, perhaps they needed to do something else. Like, this Enchantress really could have taken control of the game.
I see.
Like,
Yeah.
with the help of the Earthshaker.
Right.
Or maybe they could have really, really heavily focused on the mid lane because they put all their resources into this lane where Sven's just going to go jungle anyways, you know? What's the point?
Gotcha.
CCNC going in hard on a no-tail here. Dives past the tier 2. No-tail on the spot in the trees, but not going to live through that one.
This all just seems planned by OG though. Like they show their 2 supports on the map. They're hiding their 3 cores while they're farming towards their primary items. It's just give Newbee what they want, a kill here and there, maybe a bit of map pressure, but you're still getting advantages elsewhere.
As long as they keep the mid and the bot tower on OG, I think they're okay. Like Brax was saying, you're okay with losing the top tower when you have a Magnus because you just sit in the triangle and farm with the Empower.
Yeah. Just because you take the side lane tower doesn't mean you can walk up into the enemy shrine camp if they're sitting there occupying the area. It's all about the mid tower afterwards.
Gary, that's an interesting way to frame this, though. It's like just distract Newbee by feeding just enough that they feel like they're doing pretty well and getting some kills, but really it's all part of the strategy to make space.
It's all about just like feeding for the siege creeps.
Oh, RP. Okay, some big follow-up damage here. Thompson with another kill on CCNC.
That was close.
That was really
That was
close.
actually
No-tail with the tip from afar as well.
He did have the skewer up. I think Seb was like waiting on the skewer for the last possible second. So
Oh, shit, dude. They know the strat. Kill him and tilt him.
that's the player to tilt for sure.
You know, he was a huge tilter. I don't know if he still is, or maybe it's, you know, just ingrained in him. I would say
Well,
last year
OG
that was
seem to think so.
Can never take the tilt fully out of a North American Dota player.
What's the jug build this game? Is it Yasha Diffusal? Like you want to go stats with Empower, right?
Definitely. Manta looks amazing.
Maybe like a Manta, Scotty, Butterfly sort of thing.
Yeah.
Well, here's that beautiful Thompson ultimate. The ultra rare. Look at the golden dragons, Brax.
It's so beautiful.
And how appropriate for the first TI in Shanghai.
Yeah. All right. So towers have been taken. The laning phase has been broken down. Everyone's hitting the jungle.
Really scared of that net worth breakdown. It's pretty even, and then you got the 2 big boys at the top. If either of them were at the top, you'd be scared. Both of them being there.
That's true.
I don't think you really want your Enchantress to be
Below, well, she was ahead of the Sven.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
why is your Sven 4th on the net worth?
right. Like you prefer with the
Why is your Sven 4th on the net worth and solo dying to
Was-
jug?
Can we run this back? Yeah, let's take a look here. What happened on this one?
Oh, howdy.
All right, so hi, I'm Yawar. Oh, look at these creeps. I need some farm. I'm a little bit behind, guys, but don't worry. I've got my Midas now. Anna's here.
Oh, he's got
Comes walking
Empower.
on up. Omni Slash. Oh, fuck, there's no creeps!
Oh, no.
That was a disaster.
That's a very uncharacteristic of you are. Usually, you know, I would say very consistent.
Like, no TP spot either. I feel that's the more weird thing. Like, not a
I
single
mean,
newbie
could
player
they
TP
do
spot.
anything? I guess the Shadow Demon could have. Nice defensive disruption would have gone a long way
There's
there.
a chance for a return kill with 2 heroes TP.
Yeah.
You know, the core with the Earthshaker. For
And that's what I was saying at the start of this draft. It feels like a lot of teams against OG that do decently are reacting to those kind of things much snappier, much faster.
The thing with reacting to it though is like, doesn't Jug just spin and TP out then if that happens, and then you
I guess, but if, like,
screw up your map position to just respond to?
but if your Sven is your key accelerator in this game, would you not rather like TP your support bot or like 2 heroes bot,
I'd say it's
give up
worth it.
top lane, save your Sven so he can
You
go
think,
jungle?
you think it's worth it?
I think
to
it's
TP?
worth it to kill him there. They can do it in a way where, like, they
kill-
probably weren't going to save him, but they would kill him after.
I think you don't think you could just spin TP?
Well, you can TP in a way where he's not going to see it, right? Like, one in the trees. Then the next one waits.
Oh, okay. Like as the Omni came in.
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
you
yeah.
TP and setup. Okay, I got you. I
TP
got
for
you.
the kill, not to actually serve.
Yeah,
Or like as
gotcha.
soon as you see the Jug there, like why don't you TP as soon as you see
Right,
Jug
right.
show on the lane? Because he's under your tier 2, he's under your shrine. You've got Observer Wards watching all of your jungle. Like you
Oh,
have,
yeah, they
you
saw-
have
they
like
saw him with
perfect
the ward.
info. Yeah.
Dire's
It just
middle
feels weird.
tower is drowning.
It's a risk. If Jug just TPs out, it feels really bad.
Maybe
It
the
does.
call from Yawa was just like, I'm fine. Maybe Yawa just said, don't bother.
Yeah.
And
Old
then,
Sven would have been fine.
He would. He really
The
would.
old
be.
war cry.
yeah.
Yeah. That's only a level 1 Warcry too, because you have to level the stun and the cleave now, because they both suck at early level.
Jerax now in some trouble. Overgrowth does keep him alive. Pylai Die also nearby. Gets the invisibility though. Sentry Ward on the other side. I think Jerax might live here.
Dire's middle tower
Punch him.
is under
Punch him,
attack.
Jerax.
You know, Sven's a hero. Kind of like Vince. Kind of like every carry hero. Or if they don't have farm, they are useless.
At least Sven has a stun.
He does have a stun, but he wants to be like away from all the action, so it gets a little weird sometimes.
Hobson goes straight in onto CC&C. Fissure breaks things up. The ultimate comes out again. RP with a skewer back. Going to be a pretty easy setup on the Enchantress. Will not sustain through that one. The
Tier
immediate
1.
tip from No Tail, dude. It's getting feisty.
Tier 1 mid defended.
Yep, this thing is going to be defended till the death.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to
Oh,
have
yeah.
to team wipe them to get this tower.
They will 5v5 you for their mid tier 1.
Yeah. When you have a Treant, this thing is not dying unless they just can't get there.
Look at all the pings. Pilot Eyes is like, guys, please, can we break this tower? Anything.
They don't have any tower hitters though. They have an Enchantress to like tank and poke, but
Dude, there's a Meteor Hammer coming out on... Oh, that's the tree. Okay, never mind.
Thinking it's on
Well-
Thompson or something.
OG are getting some nice pushing power. I thought somebody on Newbee was getting it to help fix their pushing prowess. I actually thought it was Shadow Demon that had it queued up, but... my
That's
bad.
Pilot Eye. He's not getting any
I know,
items
I
this
thought it-
game.
Got sentries and wards.
Oh,
Oh.
nope. Anna stays
nice.
alive.
That was
Baited on me.
beautiful.
That
OG.
was really nice. I'm sure he knew that he wasn't going to get the kill there, but if he's about to get the kill, then the Omni has to come out.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a super CCNC play right there.
All right, so Diffusal Blade coming out from the Jug.
And then they go
Dash
smoke
different.
immediately after. This is really nice from Newbee.
Standard, but
They
great
still-
build for the Jug.
Like, he probably would have
Still
gone
want the
Manta if
mid
they felt they were even or maybe slightly behind, but being this comfortable and this ahead, Diffusal Blade, just go aggressive.
Pylai Die in the danger zone potentially. No, it's No Tail. Finds a spot in the trees. Might still get away, but CC finds him with a slight.
There are 5 newbie heroes hitting this mid tier. Does it die?
Congrats, you killed No Tail. Now try the tower.
Yep. They will defend.
OG are coming.
There's no way they're going to give this one.
Anna's here. They've already started. Monkey King on the trees. They are absolutely ready to
There's no
defend. Great overgrowth. Connects on
He's got no
3.
mana on Ember.
Yep.
Does he have Wand or anything? No.
Nope. CCNC's done.
All right.
Y'all called it.
You know what's alive?
The mid tower.
Mid tier 1.
How many levels does he have in the
Must be
armor?
4,
Is it
right?
max
It's
now?
maxed.
It's maxed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can kill one hero, but it's just a support, right? It
Doesn't
takes
seem to
so much commitment to actually kill the mid tower. And that's the next step to progress in the game.
Blue's
right?
getting jumped. Shadow Demon, Pilot Eye, dying to somebody. Oh! Seb Thompson.
OG are just so insanely coordinated. It just feels like Newbee have no options. And I know they do have options, but it just it feels helpless.
The main problem is that Sven's actually not strong enough yet.
Are they going to TP 2 heroes top to kill this?
And I don't know
never
what
mind, they're killing
what
it.
item it is that makes him strong enough. That's the problem. Like with the Lifestealer, okay, Radiance. That's his item. You know,
Yeah.
Wraith King. He's got the Blink. He's got the Radiance. What is it for Sven? Is this Echo Saber going to do anything?
Echo Blink
If
BKB.
you
Yeah,
ever-
Echo Blink
If you ever
BKB.
look at a hero and you're like, wow, this next item is not the difference maker, and they need 2 or 3 more items, that's when you're thinking, oh shit, this looks really bad.
Yeah, that's sort of how I'm feeling right now. Even though
Oh,
it's only
that
a
was nice
3K
cut.
lead. Good stun, but can Yuar survive here? That's going to be key. Stun from Thompson comes out.
That was
Another
nice.
stun from
Jarek's ran
Yuar.
to the left, Thompson stumps to the right.
But Magnus is here. RP right away. They want this Sven, and they shall find it.
As they say, wicked sick.
The safe parts of the map for Newbee are so small at the moment, right? There's this Treant setting up on whoever farms this nice juicy farm in the off lane. And this mid tower is just, you know, you can't do much to this at all. They're just sitting here.
Oh, is that
chip
someone who
away.
got into the lobby and is chatting in all chat?
Where? Let me see.
I saw that, but I wasn't sure what it says. My eyes are
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
No, Dan, please.
What an asshole.
Mercurial, a Spectre fan. He must be an asshole.
He's a Ritsu fan too.
I had him come into a few of my lobbies.
Yep. Flashbacks to
Jesus.
way back then.
So I'm not the only one, huh?
Nope.
That's good. I'm glad it wasn't targeted.
The blank name suddenly in your broadcaster slot.
Radiant's top tower.
The tweets, Zyori, I think you're playing anime music into your microphone.
Yes, it was always anime music.
No, that is not me.
Oh,
Someone leaked
dear.
the password to this shitty qualifier I don't want to be casting anyway. Thank you for reminding me, Twitter.
It happened in TI qualifiers.
I think so.
It did.
Yeah, it is.
I think it did. It happened to me more than once. Let me put it that way.
You know who's leaking those passwords, Brax? Spill the beans.
I don't know.
I know it was somebody from NA.
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
Brax.
I'm
Probably
done with
was, dude.
it. It's not you get him.
Get him.
Oh, the edge damage.
Okay. Nice kill there. But will they get any more? Ana still in pretty deep here.
Oh, we went S and Y on Jug.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Usually you'd see
Stat
that.
items with the mag.
I guess against a shaker chain stun too, right? To help with that a little bit.
And the status resistance.
Make Disruption and Demonic Purge last just a little shorter.
Do you guys miss strength giving you status resistance?
No.
No.
I do because I play this one.
Uh-oh, Snake King gets initiated on. Silence, but now in the back line, it's No Tail that's taking the brunt of the damage. Trying to make it back, but this Grimstroke will be done for. Now Ana with the TP out. Magic Immunity will be there, and it's enough. Little sign of life for Newbee.
Yep, 4 heroes to kill a Grimstroke.
They're playing with tree top, monkey farming their jungle.
Wait, where did Ana TP to? Like, did he TP mid tier 1 straight away?
Jug is mid.
Yep.
You got to farm, bro.
He's
But like,
already
as he's
back
dying
into
bot, he TP'd to mid.
that. And now he's running at the bottom again.
Dude.
Tops in, maybe in trouble. A
Oh, is
big
that an
ultimate
RP?
connects on 3 with an RP. OG with
Oh.
the dream setup. And now Newbee lose 3 and likely more. CCNC with the Remnant is able to get out.
That's a
It's fine. It's fine. Yawa's farming.
that's a mech mag hitting that RP, by the way. This guy,
Sliding on
this
in
guy
there.
has no blink.
Driftmaster.
But now it's Roche, just like that.
There was definitely a little panic factor, it felt like, when they saw that Monkey King ultimate come.
Yep. They knew it was going to be real bad. That's the thing, right? They're still playing this game where Sven can't actually participate. Still too farmed, too underfarmed, too weak to really contribute to these fights. And it's slipping away. Jug is climbing and network just rapidly becoming power.
And CCNC has, like, honestly been doing an exceptional job filling that gap. Like, there's a vacuum there where Sven isn't joining and CC. Oh, God.
Roche still a little HP left as the fight breaks out. No RP as Seb skewers back. OG have to focus on the heroes instead.
It's alive.
All 5 still alive as the Omni Slash comes out. Yawar tanking a lot of it. Still alive as Ana not done yet. Blade Fury. OG still continuing to pursue. Newbee trying to make it out. Stun onto Ana, but is there any follow-up damage?
Where's the damage?
MSS has gone down first, and now the real cavalry is here. The Soulbind from the Grimstroke. Newbee dropping like flies. 2 down already.
Sven got mana burn and couldn't Gunstrike.
Make it 3.
He got Omni Slashed and just burnt all of his mana.
That's
Oh,
a
it's
sad
true.
time.
It's crazy how OG, like, well, it's not crazy actually, but they trust each other so much that Ana had no spells, no spin, ran in, didn't even run straight at the Enchantress, so the Enchant could just keep hitting him. But he was so confident that his team would come back him up that he just didn't want to, like, get out. He wanted to commit. You know, they wanted to commit, so he's going to commit, even though he had nothing.
He 1v4 zoned them, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. He's using his body to give his team vision to play the fight well.
90% of pub jugs just run away. It's like, I have no spells, guys. I don't
Yeah, I
want to die.
can't kill him with my spin
Yeah.
after my Omni. I'm done, you know?
Yeah. Spin and
Like-
Omni hits their damage.
It's legit one of the hardest things to teach people, though, I find, is that using everything as a resource, like your HP is a resource, your mana is a resource, your damage, your armor, like everything, every stat you have is a resource that you can
Your
use in a team
vision
fight.
as a resource.
Vision as a resource, like literally
Vision's a big
everything.
one.
Like people think, oh, I'm out of mana, I'm on 20% HP, I'm useless, but you're not.
Yeah.
Being a body in the fight, you can, tank a stun, keep your carry alive. If you die, whatever, you might win the team fight off the back of it.
Sometimes you
Yep.
have to die for the greater good.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom tower.
All right,
faces
Sven
negative
almost at the
has
BK.
rung its last
Is this the
bell.
difference maker, or does he need another item
What?
afterwards?
It needs blink, right?
Are you
Still?
serious? They just coordinated
That's so
the
cool.
flags? Are you joking? That's 3 different flags.
Is that a goofy? A
It's
dirty
a goofy.
Yeah.
They're all goofy. They're different goofies. That one's from Dolan.
Now that's adorable.
I'm glad it's not anime.
Are these guys
profile
even playing
pictures.
Dota? Like they're on a totally different level with these goofies, man.
I mean, they have transcended just Dota as a video game, and they're like bringing psychology and stuff into it, right? Messing with people's heads.
They've even got their voices in the game to intimidate the enemy.
Well, here comes the high ground push. OG sieging that tier 3 tower. Good setup from MSS. What can they get out of it, though? Tops in low. Big dunk. That's the Aegis. Not a bad start, but they've already used that one big ultimate.
Does Newbee have a round 2?
That's the question.
Because I don't think, like, there's an RP for OG still there.
Uh-oh. Snake King in big trouble. Brought down low, but still alive. Seb actually does die, but Newbee have to pay with their Earthshaker. The big cores from OG still alive. BKB from UR just now expires, and all of a sudden this Sven's in big trouble. Turns, tries to drop the stun, realizes that he can't get away, and will not be able to fight either. No buyback available. Thompson does take a tumble. CCNC alive for now. Will finish off Jerax. It's a good hold for Newbee. They lose the tier 3, but Barrack's still standing.
These Jug Illusions actually do a lot. They have to focus them as soon as Disruption ends.
They do more damage than Jug does.
The mana burn's super annoying.
Yeah.
That was a pretty respectable hold.
Really nice kill on the Mag before he could get Greaves or RP, and I think Mag had 10 stick charges as well.
Oh,
Like, he was so close to being able to survive and get RP off.
yeah. He unfortunately skewered through and got hit by the Sven stun AoE.
Yep. That's the downside. So
Otherwise, that would have been a really nice RP. That was like a 2 or 3 man.
It was like Sven and Ench or something.
Yep.
caught in
Yeah,
it.
two very important heroes.
All right, well, they've survived their Aegis push for now. However, there's a huge gold lead on the side of OG, and of course, they're going to be able to... When the map gets big like this and you have tons of farm, heroes like Magnus really start to accelerate everything. Kill creep so quick, you can farm everything, group up even faster.
And again, it's Shrine time for OG, and it's hard defending Shrines without overwhelming teamfight capabilities.
Exactly.
OG just outdoes you in every arena.
Which talents did he go for on Mag?
He's got the 2 health counts, right?
Health, yeah, health talents.
Just be tanky.
Big boy.
I see a lot of people go for the 25 attack speed talent.
Oh, you are with the BKB, forced to use it defensively. Definitely a win for OG.
not what
It's
you
still
wanna do.
800 gold off Blink as well.
Look, look at Thompson's. What was that? Everything was locked.
I think it's because he was a courier. I don't know. That was weird. Oh, what is that?
Oh, it's the.
Oh, it's the Aghanims monkey.
I didn't know you could click on those.
Yeah,
Huh.
me neither.
That's
I wonder if that's a
interesting.
replay thing.
I think so. I've tried in game and nothing happened.
Your structures are fortified.
It's weird.
You just sounded so dead when you said, I've tried in game, but just nothing comes out.
What's Ench's net worth? Like, Ench was like 3rd on net worth now. She dropped to like 6th or something? Right, yeah.
Yeah,
I looked at her and it's Dragonlance Bracer.
That hero
Yeah, she
falls
was-
off.
She was
so
top
fast.
net worth in the
Yeah.
early parts of the game for her team.
This is why I think Midas is core on that hero. Otherwise, like
Treant sustaining, but will eventually fall.
Thompson backstab though.
Does get off a decent soul bind. Thompson ult, not going to connect with much. Newbee with a good split. Buyback now from Jerax. Back to the 5v5.
Nice cut.
RP
taking on the high ground, though.
just
RP didn't-
connects on
didn't boundless?
CCNC, but it's inside of the monkey ult. Defensive disruption. They lose Pylai die. Newbee
Nice.
lose CCNC,
That was
and
nice.
finally,
Go on,
this
Sven.
is OG's
Come
fight.
on, Yawar!
All the
Come on,
buybacks
Yawar!
coming. Maybe Yawar can do it. He needs to get on a target, but he just can't stick.
Oh, no.
OG still have all 5 alive, and these buybacks are not going to do the work that they need. So much economic damage.
It looks so good.
I can't even cast the rest of this one. It's too sad.
that
This is going to be like an 8-0 or 8 for Jerax fight.
that Monkey King Q with the Magnus skewer, the coordination.
Oh,
Wait,
I borderline want to go back to see if he pinged. Like I wonder how they communicated that.
Pop Tart, can we go back about 10 seconds real quick? Click the Grimstroke.
What the fuck is that?
That's a Monkey King buff.
thanks, Jenkins.
How does this guy die here?
Which guy?
No tail. There are no heroes here. What's going on?
Illusions? He's dying.
It's actually going to be the illusions.
Wait.
No, it can't.
Oh,
He's being body blocked! He's being fucking body blocked by us!
are you?
Is that real?
Oh my god!
Oh. What game are these people playing?
Oh, that's too good.
Do they know this isn't a pub?
Good call, Brax. They snipe on that. We're just like, hey, No-Tail just kind of died randomly.
I saw the my bat come out. And I'm like, what?
Radiant's middle tower
Okay.
This is TI and they're body blocking each other to die.
OG might be the best thing that's ever happened to Dota.
I think you're right, dude.
Good. Legitimately.
No-Tail has successfully found the team where he can just insert the No-Tail energy into the whole roster, you know?
They're single-handedly.
Did you just body block me on the main stage of TI, bro? Yeah, my bad. It's all good. We're going to win anyway, right? Yeah. All right, let's go end it. Who are these guys?
They play for fun.
They play for
God.
fun. Yeah,
Just
well
have a
said.
good time.
They've transcended humanity.
Dude, you said it, Brax, man. I asked you. How do you win in the off lane? You just have fun.
You just make some shit up as you go, see what happens, test the waters.
He wasn't joking.
You'll find something.
This is real.
All right.
Do you have as much fun as OG?
No, these guys are having way too
You
much
need to
fun.
have more fun.
They're all smiles.
Wait, do you think it's easier to have fun after you've won a TI?
Probably.
I would imagine
Definitely.
so. I mean, it's everybody wants to be the first, like, you know, double TI winner. That's a big deal. But
Yeah.
at the same time, you have this kind of security net to some degree, and I imagine that gives you some peace of mind.
Yeah, definitely.
You can at least play Dota without thinking about who's paying your bills.
Especially the confidence, you know, knowing that you're
You're the
probably
best.
exactly knowing
Yeah.
that you are the best.
Confidence works wonders, man. CCNC will survive down here, but takes a lot of damage. Did I speak too soon? Thompson flies in off the trees, destroys Pylite. God strength, Yawar, is he going to make a turn? Oh,
Stun and run. Stun and run.
Bench.
They're trying to bait out ultis. OG are not having any of it.
Of course, they know it's a dieback on the Shadow Demon. That's the really scary part here.
So the last fight, the Sven got a 4-man stun with his BK Beyond and just attacked. But nothing died, right? He's got a Hyperstone more than he had last time. Maybe he can actually kill something. Unlikely, but
Would you not rather like a crit or something here? Like knowing where the game's
Just
going.
all in.
And just all in
Yeah,
on, like
yeah.
on a Chrysalis.
I'm
or
no
something?
math wizard, but you definitely want the highest possible damage output.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Okay.
It's probably the crit.
AC's definitely close though. AC's
Yeah.
Well, especially just the
And AC
Hyperstone
definitely
aspect,
looks
right?
forward into, like, if you win a fight with AC, then you can, you know, move forward into the game and have sort of something to platform from.
Daedalus tends to be the
Like take
go-to
towers?
when you
Yeah,
need that
exactly.
like one and done, the gotcha kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just need 2 crits to win this
Well, also,
fight.
if you get really lucky with Daedalus, then it's way more damage than,
Yeah,
than its Electro-S.
If you get the 2 crits off, like the Echo
Right.
hit or
Double tap
something.
Echo.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to just hope for RNG when you're against OG and they're winning so hard that they body block each other.
Yeah,
to
find
the
more
death.
chests.
Evil's Dragon Lines.
Isn't it just so sad looking?
Man.
I know it's a result of losing, you know, of just losing the game. That's why the items never come on Enchantress, but I don't know. It just something about it looks wrong.
OG are really slowing this down, though. They're hanging on to this massive lead, 30-minute mark, and I guess looking for the openings.
Next Roshan's coming up soon.
Yeah, fair.
So it's like the systematic option just to shove out lanes.
Yep. They're done body blocking each other. It's time to.
Yeah, No-Tail's literally waiting in the pit for it.
He got the Force Staff so he can just force through the body blocks.
That's good.
All right, the little pump
Counted.
fake.
I've counted my enemies.
And what's the Jug moving into now, item-wise? I know he picked up the Sanj and
Scotty.
Yasha, but he's got, what, Butterfly, Scotty now,
And a double damage bottle.
and then going to be going for the Abyssal. Yeah, this Jug is pretty scary.
What's the percentage on Jug's crit? Chance and
Which one? The
damage.
chance?
35.
35% for like 175.
180.
180.
180.
180, yeah.
Used to be 200. That was insane.
Yeah, Jug did used to be completely busted. You're right.
Yeah.
He got buffed like 6 times in a row. at one
Especially
point
when
in
they
Dota.
when they just changed the Omni Slash. That was disgusting.
I do like the role that Jug fills right now, though. I like the idea of a nice, stable carry. He's almost one of those, like, Ember Spirit, in the sense if you don't know what to pick, Jug is pretty safe. He's got some magic immunity, he's got some healing, he fits in with some 5-mans. Not flashy, but he's there.
He
He's
might
the
he might
stable
just
guy.
be the best mag hero too. The best hero with mag.
I always thought PA was a contender, though, but it seems she's really falling out of favor. We'll see a setup here in the bottom lane. Big-time damage on the Jerax.
You have used God Strength BKB for a tree.
Yep. Now it's time to lose the game. For
Oh,
And
no.
No-Tail Thompson on the other side. That'll be a pretty good combo on the Snake King. They find the kill there on the Enchantress.
How many more can they get? That's always the question with OG.
Silence.
Thompson just kissing those trees as he flies on in. CC&C trying to make the great escape, but it's going to be a tough one. Searing Chains buy him a little bit of room. The stroke not there.
Thompson.
Very nice.
There it is.
It's a dead CC&C. No buyback available. It's a dead Sven. We'll be able to get back into the game, but without the ult, without the BKB, this one's looking like it could be over. Glyph from Newbee trying to hang on, but OG with a complete dismantling of this NA squad. I mean, the double damage on Jug just made that even easier.
Yep.
Now he can destroy this base.
Still has the cheese. He took literally 0 damage in the fight.
I mean, they've got no answer to the butterfly, let alone the Scotty.
Yeah. He could have one less item and they still wouldn't be able to deal with him.
Oh, gee.
Do they still have Echo? Or did they use Echo in the last fight?
They have it.
They have.
Okay, they have Echo.
You see the little green dots below the heroes?
Oh, is that the
That's
And
the
if they
ult.
turn blue, they don't have mana for it.
Oh.
Ah,
And if they're empty, then they don't have the cooldown.
that's it.
Like Monkey King right now. He's dead, and he has his ultimate, as you can see. He's going to come back to life because of the Aegis. Wow. And now they're going to kill Snake King.
They're unstoppable. Ownage.
It's so helpless.
It really is. I feel like the play-by-play is just insulting at this point.
Yeah.
Time to go dive the fountain.
Oh,
Like, look at this right here. They're just
dear
getting
Lord.
destroyed by the Empower.
Oh, another fountain dive?
This is what I like to see. Get in there.
GG. Oh,
MSS couldn't even shut it down. He
Yeah.
tried his
He
hardest.
still has the cheese.
get us out, man. That'll do it.
Eats it at the very end.
Well, 4 best of 3s today. OG going to be kind to our schedule and get us off to a quick start. Back-to-back 30, 40-minute games.